bouncing off the neighbors. Whether homegrown or imported, we feeling shorted, cause we waiting on our paper. So next time, when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time, when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Yeah, you don't know about the D, you don't know about the streets, cause when you're in the motor city, nothing is as pretty as the hustle. You don't know about the D, you don't know about the streets, cause when you're in the motor city, everything ain't pretty but it's love though. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, when we get back on our feet. Yeah.
All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Spike Kool-Aid for, Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. We are here, man. Shout out to my guy, Nick, from Touchdown Detroit Lions, who represented yesterday, and your boy is back today. So I hope everybody's having a good day as we proceed to get going. What's up, Troy? Bro, what is the deal with the orange wording? I have never seen that. I have never seen your name is in orange. That is insane. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that means, but that is super duper dope, man. First thing we're going to do today is we are going to get into this, man, because this is kind of a big deal. And I'm going to kill two birds with one stone here. I say that a lot, but we're going to do this. Make sure y'all subscribe to NFL Syndicate, man, because we are trying to make a dent in this algorithm, and I need you to like up the stream, subscribe to the channel. Tom Brady decided to call it quits today, 1 year exactly after his announcement of his 2022 retirement. 40 days after that, he unretired, and we know what happened there. Tom Brady, what can you say, man? I'm gonna keep it a buck. Never been a huge Tom Brady fan. The time in Michigan, his time with the Patriots. But one thing I do love about Tom Brady is his story. I love him being drafted 199 overall in 2000, and his drive to be the best. And in some ways, he was. And to a lot of, at least 2 or 3 generations, Tom Brady will be the best to ever do it. In the NFL, at the quarterback position, it doesn't matter. And he came out today and decided that he was going to retire. And he said and he's got a sense of humor as well about how he used up his long, lengthy post last year, his retirement message, and just came out with a video under a minute long and retired. And for as much as I have not been a fan of him, like everyone else could be, I respect his drive, his work ethic, his hustle to be great. And I got to see the whole thing. You know, Barry Sanders was from 89 to 99, so I was 10 years old when he was drafted and didn't really pay that much attention to the first 5 years of his career. But when I became a teenager, I really start watching Barry Sanders, and I got to see him and his abrupt retirement. So, being a Detroit Lions fan, I don't get to see many Patriot games, but the ones that I did, Tom Brady, he's got so much behind him, so much GOAT status, and whether or not you think he's the GOAT or not, he has 7 championship rings by himself, meaning he was part of those teams, and he has more than any other franchise does. And I think if he could have gone out on top, he would have, but I think his competitive spirit got the best of him, and he decided to pack it up or to keep going when he should have packed it up. And that's, we all want to go out when we on top. And I tell myself that too. Like, I'm not going to be doing YouTube and calling games and my teeth are falling out. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know what to say, man, except I respected the man from a work ethic standpoint, and going out there and getting it, man, because nothing's going to be given to you. You have to go take it. If you want it, you have to take it. And Tom Brady, the good with the bad, he went out there and took it. And I'm sure that not only did he have to sacrifice, but his family and, his marriage paid the price. Was that a result of him coming back to football? We don't know. But he gave a tearful message, said he was done. And, I would like to see him go out on top. I think the story, it just would have been so much better if he would have left while he was ahead. So Tom Brady, after 23 years, has decided that he is going to retire. I think it's official this time. I think he is done. I don't think he's going to unretire. He's lost too much. Too many people have sacrificed. He has children he's missed them grow up for 6 months of the year. And I think now he's going to move on with his life. So congratulations to Tom Brady, man, for a 23-year career. I don't know any other person that's played that long. He said, and I think the reason that he left is he said that he wanted to play till he was 45. He's 46 now. And I think, like the rest of us, although I think he, with the right team, he could have still won. I think he wanted to go off on his own terms and not, because all they're going to say if he would have come back for a 24 season is how much he's fallen off. And I think the writing was on the wall, and now he is going to move on. So that's that. But Tom Brady hangs it up after 23 seasons, man. How about that? All right, what's up, everybody? What's going on, man? We got 10 people in the building. I don't know where YouTube is weird, man. I have orange. Do y'all see y'all names in orange, man? This is weird, bro. So I see different shades of orange. Okay, KD is in blue. He's got a mod tag. This is very weird. Is in the chat, whatever chat you're on, are your really? Because to me, John, you're orange. Eduardo is orange. Augustus is orange. That is weird, bro. YouTube, that's crazy. Wow, okay, I see orange. Everybody's names are in orange. It like literal orange, man. I'm going to have to take a picture so y'all don't think I'm crazy. And I'll show this the next time I go live. Y'all probably like, this dude crazy. He's seeing things. Nope. What's up, KD? What's going on, man? We going to talk about what you brought up to me today on Twitter. Okay. My wife needs a new Instant Pot lid, and we're comparing the price of a lid to the price of a new Instant Pot. It's about $100 difference, so I think it might be safe to say, get the lid. Get the lid. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But listen, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about our Detroit Lions. And if you haven't heard, which I know you have because you guys are the diehards, like there's 2 times a year that it is like nothing happening. That would be right now, like between probably the end of your team's season until the Super Bowl. And then after that, free agency starts to ramp up and the speculation and stuff like that. And so it's not a ton happening. And in July, man, July is like the worst. Last year was my first full year doing the NFL, like just every day, the Detroit Lions. And July, everybody's on vacation preparing for the new season. So therefore, people are just not they're trying to detox, get a reprieve from football because they're going to come out full blast. So let's do it, man. Let's talk about some things today. Jared Goff was awarded a Pro Bowl yesterday after Jalen Hurts is making the Super Bowl. I guess he was the starting quarterback, and if you don't know, which you should, the Pro Bowl game. So it's not a game anymore as like a tackle game. It's a bunch of games and also a flag football game as well. Now I have a video that I'm going to save for Detroit Lions Syndicate. We're going to talk about that. I think y'all going to like it. It's a guy that we talk about a lot, and I think y'all going to like it. I have a feeling that YouTube did not push out any notifications today because it is 11 people in here. Usually we got about 25, 30, somewhere around there. But YouTube, do your job, man. Do your job. But Jared Goff, man, going to the Pro Bowl, and I think that's awesome. I mean, he went as an alternate. I think he could have been, I don't know. They did him dirty in my opinion, but at least he's there. I think the NFL should just do away with the Pro Bowl, everything. Just keep it treat it like an award. Say if you get voted to the Pro Bowl, it's like an award. It's like the Walter Payton Man of the Year or something like that, where it's just an award in there and that's it. Because it's not worth the NFL. The Pro Bowl has been terrible for years and nobody watches, and it's just a waste of time in my opinion. So I think that they need to do away with the Pro Bowl. But let's get this stuff started. John, thank you for commenting, bro, because I don't know if the chat, sometimes my chat freezes. I don't know what's going on. So thank you for commenting. That way, at least I know it's working. Just not a very popping day today, but that's okay. You're not going to win everything. It is February 1st. Not a ton of stuff going on. So we're going to get into this thing, man. So let's get this thing started. Let me duplicate this page. Nope, it's already duplicated. Let me pull up this right here. But I think about the guys that really get paid to cover the Lions, man. They are struggling right now. I know that for a fact. So at least I'm not the only one, right? All right, so let's get this thing started. Here's our first segment of the day. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Syndicate Sports Detroit. I need y'all to consider subscribing to the channel because we are trying to get to 5K by the start of the 2023 NFL season. So consider doing that. I would appreciate it. But I saw this article on M Live today, and, they are our people, M Live. This is from Kyle Menke. M Live, SB Nation, Pride of Detroit, all those websites, and those are solid, man. But these are 5 potential cap casualties for the Detroit Lions. And we've talked about these in prior videos, in prior shows. And this is the first time seeing it. So I'm going to see it with you guys. I actually have not seen this. Usually I'll read over the article before, but I didn't have time today. So these are the 5 that he lists. And I'll tell you in real time whether or not I agree with this or not. The first one on the list is defensive lineman Michael Brockers. I'm going to say yes, astoundingly, emphatically, yes. Michael Brockers, cutting him alone would save $10 million. And that's $10 million that we can use to sign someone else. And when I make my video later today, make sure y'all check out Detroit Lions Syndicate because it's about a guy that we can use this money to sign. But y'all going to be interested in that, so make sure you check it out. Brockers spent most of his time on the bench. He was in the same shirt that I own with Lions across the chest. John says, I cut Brockers in franchise mode as well. That's crazy. The Detroit Lions kept him on the roster, even though he was a healthy scratch in 11 of the final 12 games. 11 of the final 12 games. So in my opinion, Michael Brockers, to me, that's a no-brainer. We need to clear up that money. Number 2, Vaitai, the offensive tackle. I'm going to say yes. So these are 2 gentlemen we've already talked about. I'm pretty sure the 4 of the 5 people on this list are people that we can see coming a mile away. I've pretty much called most of it as the years that I've been on YouTube. I knew Trey Flowers, Trey Flowers was our biggest cut last March. I think we had a post June 1st designation. We saved a ton of money. His dead cap comes off of our books this year. So that's going to be fantastic. Vaitai missed the entire season, and cutting him is going to save $6.6 million. So to me, he's 2 for 2. Another guy we talked about, Charles Harris. Charles Harris, to me, is a cut as well. We would say $4 million. So between those two gentlemen, that is now $20.6 million that we save. KD says Brocker's got to go, free up some space. Absolutely. And I think he frees up the most space, Michael Brocker. So it's been great. It's been a great 2 seasons that he's been here. I don't know where he plays after this. Maybe he goes to San Francisco. Maybe he goes back to LA. We actually traded for this dude. But I guess he brought a veteran leadership that we wouldn't have had otherwise. Charles Harris. Absolutely. So Charles Harris, Vaitai, and Michael Brockers, that is $20.6 million. Right now, we have under $16 million. We get another $16 plus million when the new league year begins for the cap to put us at, what is that, 32 plus million? So absolutely. So 3 for 3 so far. So, yep, the same 4 we discussed. Number 4, Romeo Okwara. We would save $7.5 million. $7.5 million. So how y'all feeling about Romeo? So far, I think Kyle is 3 for 3. This one right here, I'm not sure about because I just saw today in an article that Romeo wants to come back. He wants to make sure he stays. And he ended the year pretty solid, but it depends on what the Lions want to do. He had 117 snaps last season. He's 27 years old. We signed him to a $37 million deal 2 years ago. Romeo took longer than we expected to heal from his Achilles injury. He took almost a season and a half. KD says, give Romeo this season. Romeo, to me, is 50-50. It depends on does his cap savings that we would save, does that outweigh his potential for the 2023 season? So for me, I'm on the fence with him. And number 5, this one is new as far as people we've discussed in depth, but I believe this person is gone as well. Wide receiver Quintez Cephas. His cap hit is only $1.1 million. And so it's not really a money-saving move, but he has been injured season after season, and we are going to have to make space for someone. So I believe 100% that Kyle he could possibly be 5 for 5 with the potential cap cuts, but I think he's definitely 4 for 5. I think for sure Cephas, Vaitai, Brockers, and Harris are gone. I think Quintez Cephas is gone for sure. And the only one I'm not certain about, I'm 50-50, is Romeo. Only because we didn't see enough of him last season. I think when he came in, he was impactful, though. But I think that Romeo is the only one I'm not sure about. So I think that was pretty solid. 5 potential cap casualties for the Detroit Lions. And usually when you can, because all you got to do is you got to look at the money versus production. If you look at this, you knew Trey Flowers, everybody and their grandmother could see Trey Flowers cut coming when the season ended. Whenever somebody's not playing and they're healthy, they're probably going to get cut. They're probably going to get cut. So I agree 100%. As a matter of fact, I'm going to step out on a limb. I'm going to say that Romeo stays. Romeo stays, and the other 4 go. So that's my take. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Romeo, Vaitai, Michael Brockers, Charles Harris, and Quintez Cephas. All 5 go. Which ones you think stay? Which ones you think go? All right, let's see what you said. Ed said we could have 3 potential 10-plus sack players if we keep Romeo. Yeah, I think we do. I think we do because of how Romeo ended the season. If Romeo doesn't end the season like that, then I don't think we keep him. But I think because of how he ended the season, I think we keep him on the roster. Okay, what is this? Let me ask y'all a question because we talked about this last week. Do you think that Hutch is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year? I think he is. Okay, so am I the only one? This is super weird. All right, check this out, y'all. And nobody can see this. Is there anybody on a PC watching this show from a PC? I have seen 4 different colors, and it's weird to me. When he comes in, his name is pink. His name is pink. Katie's is blue. He's a mod. Paul's is orange. Ed is light orange. Brandy's is dark red. What is happening? I'm sorry, not Brandy. B Sandy. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm the only one. I feel like I'm crazy here. That's crazy, bro. John, yours is. That's insane. Nope. You know what? I forgot I can do this. Hold on. So y'all don't think I'm crazy. I forgot I can fix this. So y'all can see. No, I don't want to see. I don't want y'all to see me. Hold on. Let me get rid of this real quick. And yes, I have on pants. Yes, I have on. But I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier. All right, check this out. So y'all, look at this. Look at this. This is the chat. You see what I was saying? Super weird. Derek, you're like in turquoise. That's crazy, bro. You see what I'm saying? So then you have Sandy, what is that? Red? That's like red, pink. You see it? See? Y'all thought I was tripping. I'm not. See, I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. See? I'm not making this up. I think the color is something the user chooses at some point. Hey, Sandy, this is new. I have never seen this. The only 2 colors I've seen is a moderator is blue and then a member is green. It does that. So who can see this on their end? Meaning not on my screen, but on their end. That's crazy, bro. Because this just happened today. So, see, I'm not going crazy. I don't see it on the phone. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a new feature because YouTube has to compete with these other platforms. And this is long overdue. I would love this. Okay, Sandy, there you go. See? Okay, see, I wasn't going crazy. Y'all trying to put me in a madhouse, man. y'all trying to put me in a padded cell. What the deal, man? That's crazy. See? Y'all thought I was going crazy. Shoot. Man, okay, we'll come back to that one. I like that one right there, though. But we talked about that last year. Or last week, I'm sorry. But I did want to do this, and I think this is going to be pretty solid. So let's talk about it. Grid for Looney Bin. It's not on my phone either, though, so maybe it's only for a limited number of users. Yeah, man, I'm like, what is happening? So at least y'all know I'm not going crazy. But YouTube they're introducing new stuff all the time, and sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't. Okay, I hope this video does well. I was going to make a video on Syndicate. You know what, Paul? I know you didn't, bro, because we started off, there was like one person in here. It was like one person. Usually by the time the theme song is over, it's about, 20 people in here, and I had like one, and I said, YouTube isn't doing his job. So appreciate you being here, man. All right, so you know what, KD, let's talk about what you were talking about today, man. Let's talk about what you were talking about today, and let's see how the people feel about it, if you don't mind. All right, let me make sure I pull up this information because I think this could be a decent segment. Oh, no. Dang. Okay, breaking news, bro. Oh, man. This is, bro. Dang. Yup. John, you saw it at the same time. That sucks, bro. All right. My heart is hurting, Detroit Lions fans. Just got news. I just looked at my Twitter feed to talk about something else, and this is coming from Dan Grisano. Per sources, this is from 15 minutes ago. Lions assistant head coach, running backs coach, Deuce Staley is leaving to join Frank Reich's Carolina Panthers staff. That is terrible. That's terrible. Paul says, why would he leave? That's what I want to know. Does Deuce have any connection to Frank Reich? Bro, that's going to be a huge blow. Twitter is reacting. This came out at 2:10. Wow. So the assumption is that he will be a coordinator. That's the assumption. That's a good question, John. Who will we get? Deuce can't move up, so it makes sense. Okay, but he was the assistant coach, Nick. What else can he do? What else can he do? This is intriguing to me because why? Wow. I am sorry for my reaction, ladies and gentlemen, but I just heard this as I was live. We got a good thing, and now it's going to be disrupted a bit. Ben looks like Deuce Staley. This is per sources. Let me change to my other account. Yeah. And then Pride of Detroit retweeted it. Deuce Staley, the Hard Knocks standout. And now I'm wondering, put what I'm reading on the screen. Okay, I can do that. All right, so coming from Dan Grisano, if that's how you say that, per sources, Lions assistant head coach, running back coach Deuce Staley is leaving to join Frank Reich's Carolina Panthers staff. Now I got a whole lot of questions. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist guy. I'm not that guy, that's all this stuff. I'm not that guy. But now I'm starting to think. Yeah, the Ice Cube meme, the Friday meme. Now I'm starting to think, okay? I wonder if Ben Johnson left, would Deuce have followed him as well? Okay, but you were assistant head coach. You had two positions though, KD. So I'm confused. I mean, I hear it, I can read, but my question is why? Why? Why is Deuce and I guess more importantly, what does that mean for our running back room? Tom says he mad about not being OC. And Tom's name is in a dark green. YouTube is on something today. If you're going to make changes, let the creator know so we're not dumbfounded over here. Paul says maybe he chasing the bag. I got so many questions. He seemed to have liked it here. The only connection that I can see is one or two things. And, I'm in the business of speculation, right? Carolina was the front runner for Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson turned it down about 2 weeks ago. He decided to stay here. We haven't heard from anyone since the Lions season officially ended, right? We haven't heard of any of the assistant coaches in about 2 or 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks now since the Lions season has been completely over. And now I'm wondering, was Deuce mad about something? Will the Panthers be more run heavy with Deuce potentially calling plays? And that's the thing. We don't know what position he has, what position he's going to have. And if you look down, the speculation says, I like this question here. Do we get compensatory picks? Do we get a compensatory pick? That is a good question. He's already been labeled a traitor. So, but my question is why? And what is that going to mean for our running back room? Deuce was a solid head coach. As far as, running back coach. You know what I was trying to say. And now, DeAndre Swift, what does that mean for him? Remember, guys, Jamal Williams is not part of our team once the new league year begins. However, I think if he signs somewhere else, that is Jamal, we will get a decent compensatory pick this time next year. Unless we sign, So I don't know what's happening here. This is kind of messed up. We retained Ben Johnson, which I guess is the more important role, but we lost running back Coach Deuce Staley. I think he was solid, man. He was solid for the culture. He was solid for the atmosphere. He was solid I think he was the kick in the behind that DeAndre Swift needed. Assistant head coach OC will probably be his title. So y'all thinking he wanted to be ahead, that he wasn't satisfied with the running back and assistant head coach. He wanted to be an assistant head coach and a coordinator. Well, okay, Reich was head coach in Philly when Deuce was running back coach. Nick, what year was that? Wow. So breaking news on air in real time, assistant coach Deuce. And the reason that I'm tripping, y'all, is because the Lions, we finally got stability. We finally had it. We got Jared Goff is stable. The running back room, we got to re-sign. Listen, Brad Holmes going to do something. Now, who's going to be the running back coach? 2016 to 2017. Who's going to be the running back coach now? And are they going to be as good as Deuce? Because I love what I saw from Deuce. I love what I saw. Deuce was laying into DeAndre Swift. Deuce was trying to make DeAndre a better running back. This might be a big deal, y'all. Wow. Well, there you have it. Deuce Staley retired. I'm sorry. I read something at the same time. And we played him next year. What's up, Mr. Poole? Says Deuce was going to be the OC in Detroit if being left. Deuce has wanted to move up for a while now. There you go. And people in the chat been saying that. They've been saying that. 100%. Tom says get Adrian Peterson as running back coach. This kind of sucks, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, bro. Because now I got so many questions. Who will replace Deuce Staley? Will it be another former player? Will it be a running back that was as solid as Deuce? Will he bring that same intensity? Tom says get Adrian Peterson. Adrian probably still trying to play. Yeah. Sandy, I agree with you, man. So let me know your thoughts, man. Deuce Staley. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Trying to hit 5,000 by the start of the new season. Man, Deuce Staley deciding to take his talents to Carolina. Hey, y'all. Listen, I've been part of my fair share of teams, if you know what I'm saying, on this YouTube platform. I've been part of them. It's usually, and listen, if you're at a job, like you know what let's say you're part of something on YouTube, right? Or you're part of anything. In my experience, I'm part of YouTube, right? If you have reached your ceiling, you're probably going to want to leave. But now I have questions, though, because Ben Johnson had okay. Man. Okay, so Ben Johnson had an opportunity to take the job in Carolina. He didn't. If Deuce wanted to take Ben Johnson's position in Detroit, move up to be the new offensive coordinator, which I wouldn't have been ecstatic about that because we want that offense. The reason why Ben Johnson was as coveted as he was is because we had the 5th ranked offense. He up there with Bieniemy. Like, that's where he's at. So now Deuce feeling some type of way, peace out, right? But my thing is, okay, but why did Ben Johnson stay? Was it because he really wanted to be here, or was it because he wasn't ready to, like, he has one shot. Detroit Lions head coaches, people who come from the head coaching tree, former Detroit Lions head coaches have one shot. That's with the Lions. When they go, if they go somewhere else and they fail, like, there's no other. Listen, the Lions head coach don't even head coach again in the National Football League, let alone a coaching tree. Mr. Poole says, Nick says, Auburn running back coach Cadillac Williams. Cadillac Williams, bro? The old Tampa Bay Buccaneer, Cadillac Williams? Wow. Okay, shout out to Mr. Poole, man. Let me bring this in. I wish I would have looked at this for the segment because I would have had it. Maybe this will calm me down. Coming from Chris Burke, Deuce Staley on his confidence in the Lions' future. You'll get a gut feeling about how the change is going to come. That came a long time ago for me. You're going to have ups and downs. Sometimes you've got to destroy and rebuild, but that feeling has never changed for me. Okay. No, that don't. I don't know. I don't know. Huh. So Deuce wanted something more. I'm mad at him. He wanted a promotion, and he didn't get it. So this was already in the works. This is like, you know what? Okay. I feel you, Deuce. I understand now. Now I understand. Where did my chat go? I understand now what happened. Now I get it. Deuce said that last year means he was always looking to move up. And you know what? He should. That's what you should be doing. You should be looking to move up. So, well, that kind of puts a slight little damper on my day. So, well, now that means that we are going to have to find a running back coach. Maybe it's internal. Maybe it's not. Eduardo says, could this be draft related? Maybe Deuce wanted the team to draft someone, and they said no, or vice versa. You know what, Ed? It's a lot of things. Oh, that came from last year. It's a lot of things that we can speculate. But one thing is clear, man. He wasn't said nothing personal, it's just business. Yeah, you know what, y'all? I don't know, man. Okay. I'm not trying to make a dime out of a nickel, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. This might not be one of them times, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, right? I hope that's not. It has nothing to do with personal, but y'all, I think we'll be naive to believe that stuff is always business. It ain't. It ain't. Even when you try to keep, especially if you have a friendship with the dude, it get personal real quick. So I hope that's not the case. I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm just saying I'm not as naive to think that that's not the case. Because let me ask you a question. Knowing you and your personality, if somebody told you that you were going to get a job, right? You're going to get this job because You've earned it, yada, yada. You don't get it because the person you were going to replace decides not to go. Would you be feeling some type of way, even in the slightest? Or would you say it's all business? Right? Jamal Williams. Oh, first of all, let's go back. Let's talk real quick about Jamal. Okay. Jamal Williams is he is a absolute treasure. Okay? But I got a little bone to pick with NFL Good Morning Football. Okay? Y'all want to hear what my bone is? Y'all want to hear what my bone to pick with NFL? Can anybody guess what I'm tripping on when it came to NFL Network? While y'all doing that, coming from Justin Rogers, Deuce Staley leaving for Carolina. It is confirmed. It's still unclear what his role will be with the Panthers, but OC is in play. Lions let him go to be closer to his mother, who is dealing with some health issues. Well, shout out to the Lions, man. Shout out to the Lions. That's what's up, because we got to be there for mama. So maybe all that, maybe it was about mama. Maybe it was about mama. And nope. Maybe it's about mama. And if it was about mama, then it's all good. Okay. My bone to pick with NFL Good Morning Football and the NFL Network. Did anybody see the amount of sweat that Jamal had yesterday? See, when y'all in the studio, man, y'all understand about them lights. Them lights is hot. I got these little box soft lights in front of my face. That's why I wear them glasses when I stream, and it's hot. But it ain't studio hot. Why they had a brother, I mean, listen. The brother was dripping wet. And typically, that's a no-no on live television. Or they come with the powder puff girls. They come, or men, and they come and they pat you down. They get the sweat off. I'm saying to myself, why you have my boy looking like that? Why you looking like he just ran up some stairs or came from the gym? Jamal, I was so irritated by that. John says I'm an actor, and I saw that sweat and was like, dang, my thing is this. Yes, Paul, he took off his jacket. And my thing, if I'm the host of Good Morning Football in my earpiece as we cut to commercial, I'm saying, can somebody get Jamal not only a glass of water, get him a wet towel, wipe his face off, okay, his forehead, and put the makeup on the brother. I was so mad. Y'all might be like, Grid, you tripping. I'm just like, he representing my team, and he's sweating bullets, and they let it happen. It ain't even about the sweat. If I was up there and Jamal was nervous, that's another thing too. Hey, John, McCourty's head was a beaming ball of light yesterday. I was like, why don't they put makeup on his head? You can see the studio. I'm not trying to be funny, because I might have to go bald very soon, okay? I did it before. I don't want to do it too soon, but I'm on my way. It's just a matter of time. As soon as I let go of the hope, it's gone, right? But I'm saying to myself, you can see the studio lights in his head. But Jamal Williams, why they had a brother sweating like that? Why did they let it happen for all 3 hours, bro? I was just like, come on. I was like, not like this. I might have to put that on the soundboard. Not like this. Not like this. He got the Palmers. Bro, you can see studio lights in his head. I'm not even playing, man. More stuff about Deuce from Justin Rogers. Additionally, Tanner, what is that? Instrand is still with the team after Steve Heidenhire. What is that? Instrand will focus more on the pass game coordinator role. That would imply a closer audition as a possible replacement if he gets a head job, Ben Johnson, that he is, in 2024. So here's my hope, just going back to Deuce for 1 second, is that the Lions have something in play. Like they had somebody in mind. When Ben Johnson was up for the job and could have taken the job, it was like, okay, if Ben Johnson goes to Carolina, maybe Deuce takes over the OC role, and then maybe who's going to take over for Deuce? So maybe that is what's going on. Okay, so what's up, Derwin? Does anybody else who has just come in the chat, do you see colored names? Your name, any other name? Man, so if y'all just now joining us, the main topic has been where we talked about Tom Brady. So somebody can see it. No, okay, not the blue, not the moderator name. Any other name? Is any other name colored for you? Paul says, I'll do it. Paul, you do what? You do what? Oh, Bijan? So we talked about Tom Brady officially retiring 1 year to the day from his first retirement. We talked about 5 potential cap casualties from the Detroit Lions. We also talked about, and while we were on, man, the news broke. Shout out to my Twitter peeps that Deuce Staley, it is confirmed, been confirmed since then, it will be leaving for Carolina. One of the things in play for him is a potential OC role, and he was released by the Lions, I guess, to be closer to his mother, and that's always an important thing. I live about 10 miles from my mother, and Deuce is older than I, so I would assume his mom is older than mine, and you got to be there for your parents. Oh, Derwin, so you late, bro. Yeah, Deuce Staley is gone, and now we have to get a assistant head coach and running back replacement. And we talked about how will this impact DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams. I think Deuce was critical for DeAndre Swift, but, you know, Deuce was that no-nonsense run through a wall. DeAndre likes to dance around stuff, and I think we saw his value in Hard Knocks, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do, and I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all. And shout out to the Lions if you know, let him be close to his mom, because sometimes you might have to do that. Sometimes you might have to, if I lived far away and my mom needed me, I would have to move back as well. So, you know, that's just how it is. Or you would have to be there to be able to take care of her. So, wishing Deuce the best, man, until we play him next year. Not sure we don't know what that is yet until May. Lions Mania, Deuce Staley, the running back coach, assistant head coach, will take a job with the Carolina Panthers. All right. So, man, we've been on for 50 minutes already, bro. Dang, I still want to talk about a couple things. Oh, no. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's do this. I'll try and save these for tomorrow. Wow. Okay. So I wanted to talk about something. Shout out to my guy, KD. And KD has a scenario, and I want to know what you guys feel about this. Okay. So shout out to my guy, KD. Hope you don't mind, man. So I got a message from a Twitter follower, subscriber, supporter of the show and the Syndicate Sports Detroit. And it broke a couple hours ago. We talked about the man. Okay, hold on. Let me start this over. Because Derwin, I did not see that, bro. Listen. Derwin, I'll just say this, my brother. You don't got to say nothing, but I'm going to say something as man to a man, bro. I don't know what state you in, all right? And if you're watching the show back and playback, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me to talk about the Lions. This is my show. I talk about what I want to. I talk to my people, okay? This is deeper than football. This is deeper than the internet. Derwin, I don't know what state you in. I don't know if you have children. I don't know what your situation is, bro. And I'm talking to anybody out there listening. I've been through it, my man. 10 years ago, this year, I've been through it. I've been through it, bro. It could get hard. It could be tough. It could be easy. It could be easy. But it could be more than likely, it could be tough. And if you do have children, bro, at the end of the day, let them push you. If you don't let her push you. So it's tough, bro. I done been through it, and it sucks. Especially here in this state. where I live. So it's tough. But at the end of the day, man, it does get better. I don't know where y'all at in that relationship. How checked out. It does get better, my man. And I didn't mean to like focus on you, bro, but I want to let you know. Yeah. Well, listen. And you can always email me. You can always, bro, I done been through it, bro. Friend of the court, the whole nine. They tried to throw me under the bus, and I fought for the thing that was rightfully mine. 50% of that young man upstairs belongs to me. I am 50%, just like she's 50%, to be in his life. The courts did not want to give that to me, man. They didn't want to give it to me. It took me 4 years to get him 50% of the time. 4 years. It took me 4 years of badgering her, letting her know I was not leaving, that I would be here. And she finally relented. And then you know what happened? 3 years after that, he comes to live with me. She needed me. He came to live with me and my new wife. It's 2023. He's still here. By choice. They will try to strip you, bro. I'm sorry I got all serious on y'all, but this is important to me. They will try to strip you. Don't let them upset you when you get in front of that magistrate, bro. 100%. There's a reason why you can't bring certain things into the courthouse. They just started letting you bring your cell phone into the friend of the court building. There's a reason, bro. So no matter what is thrown at you, the trial, the magistrate, that friend of the court paper, bro, you stick it out. And at the end of the day, them two girls going to remember what they dad did for them. Because it's easy to go the other way, Derwin. You hear what I'm saying, bro? It's easy. They make it easy for you. They make it hard for you to stay there. That's their whole goal, is to make it hard for you. And then they want to complain about where we at. What you complaining for when you did this? You trying to push us out. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But I want you to know, man, my email is open. My DMs is open, bro. I done been through this, and I'm on the other side of that now. They tried to give me 1 day per week, and every other weekend. What I look like. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I got to go to the dentist at 6. So I didn't want to run over, but we're going to extend the show because I had my rant. Hey, you keep that up, bro. You keep that up. So here we go. It was something I wanted to talk about today, and this is from Katie. And Katie, he sent me a Twitter message today, and I thought it was intriguing. All right? And this is that the Chicago Bears, who have the first overall pick, came down to the last week. They wind up getting the first overall pick. Most of the time, a first overall pick is a quarterback. But the Chicago Bears just took a quarterback 10th, 11th overall in 2021. Justin Fields was part of the very kind of finicky 2021 quarterback class when we had 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round. In my opinion, the worst of them is probably Trey Lance due to his situation. Then it would be Zach Wilson. And then Justin Fields would be number 3. It would be Mac Jones. And now after last year's performance, Trevor Lawrence, the number 1 pick, would be my number 1 out of that first round. And now, coming from the NFL, and I forgot this guy's name. I think I know who he is. Don Cleveland says the Bears have decided to go ahead with Justin Fields as their franchise quarterback and will try to trade the first overall pick in the draft instead of drafting a quarterback prospect That's coming from Albert Breer, who is an insider. Fields impressed the Bears organization on how he handled the 2022 season. Now, this is not a Bears video, but it has a direct connection with us because of the potential of a trade. With the Bears coming out saying that they want to trade and they're going to stick with Justin Fields, that opens up trade possibilities, right? Now, whether or not you think this is a good idea, that's irrelevant. So my question, and this is what KD was talking about, is the Lions trading up. So I asked him for who? And he said Jalen Carter. And, hey, like I told KD earlier today, I don't want to spoil it, but my video is going to be about a particular person. C. Poole says, Bears have devalued the pick. Now, I think this was smart. Because instead of waiting that drama, the Bears will have the highest salary cap like available. They got almost $100 million. They got 98 right now. And I think that this was smart of them. Instead of the mystery for the next 2.5 months, it is, hey, we're willing to trade. Come get it. If you want Bryce Young, here's the carrot. Come get him. Right? Now, did they do themselves a disservice? I don't think they did, because this was probably anyway. So my point is, should the Lions consider trading from number 6 or number 18 to get number 1? Nick says Colts are the favorite to trade up. Bears can move to 4 and get Will Anderson or Carter. See? Mr. Poole says in that case, they will probably trade the number 1 pick to Carolina. Reich mentioned yesterday that they want a franchise guy at QB. Insiders found out that they are eyeing C.J. Stroud. Okay, so Matthew says to the no. Paul says only way we get Carter is to trade. Now, that's my question to the chat and the people watching in video form. Would you make a trade from number 6 to number 1 to ensure you get the person you want? Whomever that is. Is it Bryce Young? Is it Jalen Carter? People are fascinated with this Carter prospect. There's a guy on Twitter. His name is Blue and Silver. I've been in his chat a couple times when he hosted Twitter Spaces. And he is going to make a tweet every day about Jalen Carter until we draft him. And, of course, we have to wait till free agency passes before we know what the Lions are going to do, in a sense, right? We don't know what Brad Holmes is going to do, but we have to at least wait. And I'm going to give you all a sneak peek because I know not a lot of people watch these in playback, right? My video on Detroit Lions Syndicate is going to be about the guy that a lot of people talking about, all right? And I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek, but y'all better still watch my video, okay? I'm trusting you to watch my video on Detroit Lions Syndicate. Come on now. Come on. Katie mentioned that our defensive tackle room isn't really that good. We need a vet. And the person on our radar, or on a lot of people's radar, is Deron Payne. But when I tell you what Deron Payne is valued at, the contract, you are going to probably change your mind. So, I'm going to keep y'all in anticipation for my video. But the question that I have for you is, should the Lions trade up or attempt to trade up to the number 1 pick? Now, KD, I do agree with the person you mentioned, Mr. Payne. And I was already making a video about him before you sent me this. But I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. We have an opportunity to build our team. And I think one of the reasons that the Bears came out with this as early as they did, they showed their hand, is because they want everyone They want as many teams to offer them as much as possible. And the longer you wait, the less that happens. You understand what I'm saying? So the San Francisco 49ers, that trade was done before the draft even happened. It wasn't done during the draft. It was done weeks, possibly months, when they traded for Trey Lance. Already done back in 2021, right? So the Bears, sticking with Justin Fields, where people knew they probably were anyway, have put it out there, hey, we open for business. Step right up, right? Who's going to give us the most? I think it was a smart move by the Bears. Because just yesterday, we was talking about trading. They was talking about trading them. Like, it was coming out, oh, will they trade him? So I think that this was a smart move by the Chicago Bears. And as far as the Detroit Lions, that they are not going to trade up. But I think it is very intriguing as to if they, what other teams are going to do. So let me know what you think. Yeah, y'all, I'm extending the show by 10 minutes because of the little, family rant that I went on. And I think y'all deserve a full show. Chicago will be on a spending spree too. They have, over $100 million in cap space. Mr. Poole right now, I think is sitting, according to Spot Track, is sitting at $98 million. So it ain't the Packers, y'all. It ain't the Vikings. It is going to be the Chicago Bears that we got to worry about. KD says 6-8 and next year's first or second round. Okay. I'm very tempted to make this a video, but I don't want to give y'all too much. So I want y'all to tune in right after we finish here. I got to make this video. Then I got to take off for the dentist. So watch out, Detroit Lions Syndicate, because it is going to be a video. And y'all I want to hear what y'all have to say. So make sure you check that video out. Should be releasing hopefully at 5 if I can get off in time. But this will be our last segment of the day. And I want to save this for Detroit Lions Syndicate, man, because the video I made yesterday did extremely well. And you know what? That's what I'll do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm teasing y'all right now. I'm sorry. But I got to be strategic, bro, because hey, look. It's hard out here in these YouTube streets. Man. Larry, what's up, big dog? What's going on, Larry? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, the Chicago Bears, we have to worry about them. The Minnesota Vikings are over the cap, and Kirk Cousins in his nigh, believe that. Aaron Rodgers said some junk on the Pat McAfee show that the Packers don't seem to be interested, and the Green Bay Packers are also over the cap as well. So the Chicago Bears, maybe not next year, but they're going to be the team that we got to worry about because they got a bunch of money. They got a bunch of money. And they probably going to get a haul for that first round pick, especially a team that wants a quarterback. Bryce Young to the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Colts pulled the trigger 100%. They are tired of the merry-go-round of veteran, used, washed quarterbacks. And I think that they are going to pull that trigger. Unless they don't want Bryce. Because I think Bryce is the only one they'll miss. Because who is before them? The Texans, right? So that means that just hooked the Texans up. That actually worked. Well, now, that's another reason the Bears did it. The Bears did it because if the Bears, okay, imagine this, right? We're counting down to the draft. See, the Bears were smart because right underneath them is the Houston Texans. And the Houston Texans will take Bryce Young. I told y'all, Davis Mills, he's not it. I told you that. You ain't going to pass on Bryce Young for Davis Mills III. It ain't happening, right? So the Bears were smart to do this because now you saying, what? Hey, here, kitty. If you want Bryce, you better come get him because the Houston Texans sitting right there. So, and don't forget about the Denver Broncos. I think they picked before as well, before the Indianapolis Colts. Not the Denver Broncos, the Seattle Seahawks. And whether or not they stick with Geno or not, Geno is not going to be there in 3 or 4 years. He's not the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all want to say about JG. Wow. Niners expect Jimmy G to leave. Kyle Shanahan says he doesn't see a scenario where Garoppolo plays for the Niners next season. Dang. The NFL is, I thought YouTube was cutthroat. Wow. They just said, they blew him up. They blew the brother up, bro. Wow. That's like, wow. Titans want Jimmy G or Trey Lance. Ooh-wee. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Which one would you take? Give me Jimmy G, bro. Then you got Malik Willis and Trey Lance. What kind of quarterback room is that? Y'all like how this came out right after Tom Brady decided to retire? I'm telling you, man. NFL, this stuff ain't coincidental. Let me tell y'all something. The Denver Broncos wanted 2 other coaches. Sean Payton was number 3. DeMeco Ryan, they tried to hire DeMeco Ryan yesterday. He said no. Immediately after that, Steve Wilkes is then hired. Before DeMeco, it came out DeMeco had the head coaching job with the Texans. Comes out DeMeco Ryan is hired. I'm sorry, Steve Wilkes is being looked at, or they hired him for the defensive coordinator position. Then it comes out that DeMeco is hired by the Texans. Then it comes out that Sean Payton is hired by the Denver Broncos. This stuff ain't coincidental. Jimmy G, they going to move on after Tom Brady says he retires. I'm telling you, bro. Oh, and also coming from my Miami guys. Coming from my Miami guys, this is according to my Miami dudes. For Tom Brady, it was Miami or retire for Brady, and Miami said no. Take that with a grain of salt. Tom Brady was seen in Miami last week. Maybe he wanted to be near his kids. Maybe that's where Giselle is. I don't know. But it was Tom Brady. It was Miami or nothing. And remember now, San Francisco is on the other side of the country. Brady retired, bro. He retired. And in his words, for good. That's what he said. All right. So I'm going to save these 2 videos because I want y'all to watch the other ones. What I was going to say, man, is listen. It's like hustle and flow out here. Listen, all the new Lions creators, welcome aboard, man. We need as many as we can. But it is hard. It's cutthroat out here. You got people literally shanking people to be on top, right? So I gotta hold some stuff to the chest, man. Syndicate need a spark of life. It need a spark of life, bro. So I need to save videos that I think can hit. I know, but San Fran is about to bring him in. Okay, Jizz. At this point, yes, I'll just call you Montartica. Okay, I had to break that down. Yes, we talked about that about a half hour ago. Broke while we was on the show. Yep. You late, bro. Assume any Lions news that you hear, I hear it before you. Simply because I got every notification turned on. But yeah, Deuce Staley is gone. He will be taking a job in Carolina with new coach Frank Wright. So what we'll do is this. We've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. I'm not going to cut the segment out about me ranting because people need to hear it. Men especially. They need to hear it. But we got some videos that I'll probably record. Got to get ready to head off. But we'll be back tomorrow. And it'll be some stuff we'll talk about tomorrow as well. So, yeah, guys, having a good time doing the show. Believe it or not, we are in week 4 of No Lions football. We just concluded week 3. We're in week 4. We have approximately 9 weeks into the NFL draft. Mont is in Montana. Antarctica is in Antarctica. I got the news early. Didn't get your notification going live. Was listening to another show. Nobody got him, bro. Nobody got the notifications. YouTube is tripping. Just like everybody's name has a color. Everyone in here has a color, and I didn't even know. Some of y'all see it, some of you don't. YouTube did not tell us that they were doing this. So it should be a fun Super Bowl. All these different colors, man. But YouTube needs to compete with Twitch and all that stuff. But listen, man, a lot of stuff coming in the offseason. We will be doing a live stream of the draft. We will be doing that. It will be on Detroit Lions Syndicate. I might dual stream it on this channel as well. I'm not certain as of yet, but it will not be on Gridiron. We tried that last year, and it was a dud. So we're going to take it to here and Syndicate as well. I have some people I'm trying to get on with. Yeah, but appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. And I don't know, man. Have a good day. Have a good day. I'm kind of a little bit out of it. I'm a little bit out of it, man. A little bit out of it. But I will do this, man. I might start having like motivational quotes, man, like off the cuff, because I just want people to be motivated. I want people to be motivated. I want people. So the motivational quote today will be something like this. Nick got the PS5 yesterday. Bam, 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 bam. Hold on. That needs an air horn, bro. What you get? Did you get the God of War one? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, hey, bro, like I said, man, DMs, you can find me on Gridiron Blitz on Twitter, at Lions, I think it's at Lions Syndicate on Twitter as well. DoorDash Dad, anyway, man, Gridiron Blitz, email, Syndicate Sports Brand. Well, that's my business one, but bro, I've been there. StreamYard, it doesn't matter, bro, because I want to help you. I want to help you get through this. I want to help you get through this, my man. And that goes to anybody listening, bro. I've been through it, and I was at my darkest hour. I was at my darkest hour, man. So I'll just leave y'all with this motivation. Story time. And then we'll wrap it up. When I went through my situation, the person, well, my ex-wife, she was able to get an attorney that was pro bono. So there were students of the law who were studying the law, and because they took on her case as like a pro bono case, and it doubled as teaching for them. I could not afford an attorney because I was, a man taking care of my family. I'm not putting aside in case of divorce, break here, right? So I don't have a divorce fund set up. She has a pro bono attorney. You know what kept me going, bro? And y'all in the chat, my child. My child kept me going. The fact that I wasn't going to let anything stand in my way of being in his life. In realm of the law. Right? Did you know that if you are married, your child cannot be kidnapped by your spouse? Did you know that? In the state of Michigan, if your spouse decides to drive to another country, your spouse, that is not kidnapping. Don't believe me? Ask. Right? So what is my motivation today? Don't let anything stand in your way. You are your worst enemy. Yeah, Derwin, so it ain't a thing, bro. She can move from Florida to California. And it's not kidnapping. You call the police if you want to. They're going to say, you know how you undo that? You have to file for divorce. In that divorce, there is a motion that they put in temporary place to then force her to bring the kids back or him. It's not a thing. It ain't what you see on TV, bro. Right? You are your worst enemy. Nobody is going to stand in your way but you. If you want something, within reason, within the realm of the law, get it. If you want to be successful, work toward it. Don't sit there and expect it to come to you. Don't sit there and think that you're going to get it if you don't do anything. Right? You have to be willing to work at anything you want. Some things we shouldn't have to work as hard as we do for. Time with our children is not something that we should have to work for, but we do. Right? Nothing is given to us. Go get it. So to everybody in the chat, no matter what you're going through, you can get through it. And you got to get there because you want to get there. And at the end of the day, when nobody else is around, you are the person controlling. Do what's in your control. Control what you can control, right? You can control whether or not you go to work. You can't control if your boss is paying the mortgage to the restaurant. You can control what you can control. If it's not in your control, you can't be stressed about it, right? That's my motivation for today, man. I was born in 1979. So I grew up in the 80s when Rocky was still at its peak. Bro, hey, listen, Derwin, holla at me, bro. Holla at me immediately. Immediately, okay? I'm serious. Immediately. With that being said, man, I'm here for you. This show gonna be here for you. And we more about the Detroit Lions. We more about Detroit, man. We about the people. And if that mean that we need to deviate for 5 seconds because y'all need some therapy, then that's what we gonna do. And if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. And you can go listen to Bodine and all them other dudes over there. All right? Because that ain't what we gonna do over here. I'm about the people, man. I will see y'all tomorrow. I appreciate everyone who listens to this show. No matter what you're going through, man, it's gonna get better. I have been in the dark and made it to the light, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Go Lions.
Hello, good morning. Horns is blowing, and I'm pissing off the neighbors. Whether homegrown or imported, we feeling shorted, cause we waiting on our paper. So next time, when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time, when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, when we get back on our feet. Yeah, you don't know about the D, you don't know about the streets. Cause when you're in the motor city, nothing is as pretty as the hustle. You don't know about the D, you don't know about the streets. Cause when you're in the motor city, everything ain't pretty but it's love though. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, when we get back on our feet.